Well, Coach, we've been talking all off-season, training camp, preseason, what the formula for this team is to win ball games, and I think you followed it perfectly tonight. Just swarming defense, get out in transition, get easy buckets, shoot the ball. But it really starts on the defensive end tonight.
Yeah, it did, Graf, to your point. Just first of all, I'm super grateful for another year to lead this group, and super grateful to Griff and his staff. They put together high character guys that love to come in and compete, and it honestly makes our jobs easy. And it starts on the defensive end. Guys understand what we're trying to accomplish: steals, deflections, finished possessions. With rebounding, and then we playing in the open floor, which is really fun to watch. And we're just seeing a glimpse.
You just didn't have a whole lot of time preseason-wise to kind of mesh everybody together. It looked like they've been playing together for a while, but it really wasn't the case. How did you see that happening tonight?
Once again, it's a credit to the character in the locker room. Guys that, they come in every day, they compete. We're working on the details. We had a couple hard practices, and everybody, they understood what this would lead to and preparation. So it is really good to see carryover. First game at home, really good start for our group, and we want to just continue to work at it and see how good we could really be.
3 fantastic debuts tonight: DeJounte Murray, Yves Missi, and Devontae Green. Can you say who had the better debut of those 3?
All 3 of them were fantastic, but really special for DeJounte to be away, seeing about family, and to be able to get back. Not a ton of practices the last 4 days, and emotionally step on the floor and lead this group the way he did. B.I. had a fantastic game. That's what he's looked like since he's gotten back, and so collectively, our group, it was next man up. We talked about that earlier, and every guy that touched the floor, they gave their best.
Yeah, I mean, what does that mean? DeJounte's dealing with like real life stuff right now. For him to say, "I'm going to make it a point to get back here and play tonight." What does that mean for y'all?
It's his courage and his strength, and most of those guys, they're pillars in their families, and it says a lot about him, his character, his commitment to come back and join this group and go after it together. And it's one of the reasons that we wanted to add him to our program, because he's a special talent, but more importantly, he's a special human being.
What did you think about the Missi debut?
Yves he's gotten better and better since we drafted him, and really love some of the things that he was doing. He made the adjustment in the second half. We said no more layups. Every time you see a ball, go block it. And his ability to pick up details, pick up execution, it shows when he gets out on the floor.
How much does it help y'all offensively, him just setting solid screens, rolling, and being a vertical lob threat?
It opens up the floor. They have to honor his ability to go catch it at the top of the rim. So now you're pulling in the weak side, and we're getting wide open looks at the rim or threes, and then if you don't like it, it's shot fake drive and just find another teammate or go finish.
Yeah, they were able to get some confidence in that second quarter with Levine hitting a bunch of jumpers, and then coming out of halftime, y'all really started swarming on defense. What did you kind of see in that third quarter that really started to click for you guys on the defensive end?
Yeah, Levine, he had some, in my opinion, pretty non-contested dribble up, just casual threes, and he started to get it going. We talked about it at halftime that, he's the guy on their team we have to really be aggressive with, bring the physicality to him, and shut the water off. And our guys responded. He's a fantastic player, and I thought collectively, the guys they had a focus that we're not going to allow him to walk up and get those easy shots.
I think you guys ended up with 15 steals, 10 blocks, something like that. Just that type of activity, is that something you want to see from your team on a night-to-night basis?
Every night. All that takes is focus, effort, competitiveness, and look, we're grateful to come in our building and get a win. And, we'll go to practice tomorrow, get back to work, and keep at it.
I think in general, a lot of people look at your roster and say, not a lot of experienced traditional centers. It may be difficult for them to be as good defensively as they have in the past. I guess what's your feeling on that sentiment when people look at the roster you guys are bringing into this season?
I don't really pay much attention to what other people think about us. Respectfully, our mentality is let's focus on what we can control. Let's come out every day, and from the time we walk in the building, lock in, be focused, be ready to execute, give our best, and go from there.
Willie, did you anticipate playing Missi as much as you did tonight, or was there some front court lineup shuffling with Zion being out?
Yeah, it's definitely some adjustments that we had to make with Z being out, and we all have confidence in Yves and Tice and JRE, their ability to step on the floor and help our team win games. They all did that tonight, and Yves played probably a little bit more than we expected, but I think he's 16 years old. He can handle it.
Coach, a couple things. Number one, it just seemed like the first quarter things got off to a little slow start, but once you got that second unit in, they brought that energy and started to, I guess, play the way you want to play, getting into the passing lanes, and creating that activity. How important was it? Did you take that opportunity when that second unit came in to talk to your starters and go, that's what we want to do?
No, not really. It was just a matter of settling into the game. It's a long game, and let's continue to get quality shots. We missed some early ones, and we were doing a pretty decent job of contesting shots, and defensively we needed to be better at keeping them out of the paint, so we made that adjustment. But overall, as long as we're getting quality looks and we're taking care of the basketball, I'm okay with what I see.
As far as your goals with shooting from outside, you got up to 37 attempts tonight from three-point range and made 14, and historically both of those marks have been very good for your team. It seemed like you got out of that point where guys were looking for threes as far as like, okay, we've got to get attempts up, and it became much more natural as part of the offense in that second and third quarters in particular. Do you think that was just settling in, or is it just it's going to take a minute for guys to change their mindsets completely and really focus on this new style of play?
Yeah, we sort of implemented this last season anyway. So we're just doubling down on our offensive principles, and it's not necessarily hunting threes, but it's hunting quality threes for us. And a lot of that starts with our ability to get stops, attack the paint. Now the defense collapse. We're getting more open kick-out threes. You don't like it, 0.5 drive, get it to another teammate. Again, if you got an open look, we want guys taking them with confidence. So, it does take a little bit of time, but I think we're picking up, kind of where we left off last season. Like to see us get a few more threes up.
You guys like to put Brandon in that elbow area and let him operate a lot. Tonight, you guys posted him up deeper in the post a few times, so you got a couple of mismatches, and he's able to steal some guys. Left with really good results. Just what do you like about that configuration where he's maybe deeper and closer to the rim and perhaps stealing out defenders?
Yeah, he's trying to make an adjustment as well to get to a point where he's three in rim, and we know when we post him up, that's an opportunity for him to get to the rim easier. I thought he did a great job of taking some open threes throughout the course of the game. So just mixing it in with BI where we can get the ball to him, and he did a great job of executing. Okay, thank you all.
you get advice from anyone notable that you kind of took into your first NBA game tonight or anything?
There's a lot of people. I would say my entire family, to be honest. And at halftime, I had like everyone would tell me to just like stop warming up and then just try to go block it. So I was like, all right, I'm trying to do it. And then I got, I think, 2 blocks in the second half. So yeah, I had a lot of advice to almost everyone, to be honest.
So defensively, especially in the second half, the focus was just be aggressive, use your athleticism, try to go get it.
Yeah, I would say just like trust my instinct. Just like whenever I feel I can go get it, just go for it. And then also try to be smart as well to not try to fall. So.
What have these past few months, been like for you? Becoming professional after moving to the States at 16 years old and starting this process.
I mean, it's been great. I mean, it's like a great journey. I would say I've seen a lot of things. I've been almost everywhere in the U.S. to be honest. So it took a lot of sacrifices for me to be here. So I'm definitely happy for that.
I mean, to have a podium game in your NBA debut, I mean, that's got to be pretty wild. Knowing that, hey, it was a jump to get to this level, but to just come in and have immediate success was kind of led to you being able to step in day one and kind of have an impact.
I mean, I always trust my teammates and the coaching staff. Just like always trying to play hard, always trying to give it all out there. So it's just something I take pride of it. So every time I'm trying to get on the floor, whenever I hear my name called, I always try to get the best out of it.
And just defensively, how much did you feel that the energy shift coming out of halftime with the way y'all were able to disrupt a lot of the things they were doing?
I mean, it definitely hurt. We got a lot of stops, and then in transition, we start running, I start running, and then we got some open looks. So it definitely hurt. That's why we definitely took over the game.
How much do you feel like you and DeJounte have already kind of established a little bit of chemistry in that pick and roll game where he's able to find you for lobs or you're kind of able to open a lane up for him once he's going to the basket?
I mean, he's a great point guard. He's going to find everyone. I mean, he found me. He found other teammates. He's always trying to look out for people, and he's just like a great point guard, to be honest, yeah.
What was that feeling like, going onto the court for the first time, having, the horn blow and you walk onto the court, and when did you stop feeling like, when did you exhale and kind of breathe and say, okay, I'm playing basketball?
I would say it was at the warm-up after like the first couple layups on the layup line, and whenever I got in the game, I was already fine. So to be honest, it was definitely at the warm-up whenever I saw everyone in the arena for sure.
Was your family watching tonight?
Yeah, they keep texting me all the time. I think it's like 4 a.m. in Cameroon right now. I have people from Cameroon, friends, even my friend from the States, they're just texting me, so it's nice having them around me.
And just going back to your chemistry with DeJounte, just what's been the process for you in getting that timing down, that spacing down? Just, it's a little bit of a dance working that two-man game. So what's been that process for you?
I would say just like the pace and then be patient. I mean, sometimes the screens, they get a way to get the right angle for him to get open. And then sometimes you have to hold the screen so he completely open, and then it's a 1v2, 2v1. And then you can either get the lob, he can keep the dribble and layup, or pass to someone in the corner. So, I mean, we've been practicing for almost like a month already. So I'm all like, I know what he likes, and I feel like he also know where I'm going all the time. So it's just like a great chemistry between both of us.
Are you reading him, or are you reading the defenders more so?
I'm reading the defender, and I know what he's trying to get to since I've been playing around him, so I know exactly where he want to go. So I'm trying to set the screen, so I'm going to get him open. I mean, him or Brandon Ingram or CJ, try to get them open to get to the spot for sure.
You talked about your soccer background a little bit. Has that helped you in any way? Does that translate to basketball in any way at all?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the footwork and everything, so you did feel have a better understanding of the movement and also better control or whenever you put your feet. So yeah, for sure.
Yves, how did it feel just getting that standing ovation whenever you came out?
I was actually surprised. I was not expecting that. And matter of fact, I didn't even thought it was for me. I thought it was someone else. So it's iffy. I didn't know it was for me, but yeah, it's great.
So can you head the ball in if you need to?
You said what?
I'm just kidding. Hit a header into the hoop if you need to under this ball.
I will do it. Hey.
No, never even in practice. Now, what were your would you say were your realistic expectations coming into this game, especially before you knew that Z wasn't going to be able to play?
I mean, the expectation is still the same, trying to get a win regardless of who's playing. I feel like we have a good group of people, and I trust all my teammates. So if one is not there, I know there's going to be someone who's going to step up to either get a win or definitely fight with my brothers. It's definitely like.
I'm sorry, specifically, how much did you expect to play, and did you have any idea that it would turn out quite like it did?
I definitely don't know how much I was going to play. I mean, it's up to the coaching staff. So whenever I was just ready to get my name called and then just get on the floor and then try to like get the best out of my minutes for sure.
And with the text messages coming in from, so are they texting you throughout the game from Cameroon?
I guess. I don't know. I didn't
Yeah.
look at it yet. They definitely did. I think like sometimes, so we have like a family group chat and they're like commenting. So see, since everyone is living like a little bit like in 3 different continents, so they're texting each other. They're like, oh, you saw that, you saw this. So I'm definitely going to look at it. So it's going to be funny for sure.
Have you seen any to know what kind of the theme of the messages were?
Just like congrats, we're proud of you. I mean, there's love, then I didn't look at it. So.
I know it's just your first game, but did you realize how close you were to a double-double? Are you thinking about some of those rebounds that?
Oh yeah, I thought I saw like I had 7 rebounds. I think I was like, oh, I could get a double-double, but I didn't get it. But next time I'll try to get it. Next time I'll try to get it for sure.
Thanks. One more. Yeah, just does how this game went affect in any way your expectations of how much you might be able to be relied upon to contribute throughout the season?
I would say one game doesn't define you as a player or even the season. So I would say just keep going and stay focused on the main thing, which is winning a championship. So.
Thanks, Steve.
Thank you.
No Zion, no Trey. You guys were still able to take care of business. Just what'd you like about what you guys did tonight?
Shared the basketball. We got stops on the defensive end, and we executed our defense and offense. We knew what Chicago wanted to do out of the pick and roll. We knew where some of their weaknesses was, and we attacked it all night. Guys got threes up. We got to the lane. We got to the free throw line, and DeJounte ran the group today.
Yeah, I mean, what was it like, being out there and a real game with DeJounte? He struggled to score at first, but still got his little bit. And I think 10 assists too.
Yeah, well, it's really fun because when you notice he's struggling, he's doing other things on the basketball floor, and defensively, offensively, like you say, he had 10 assists tonight. And looking up at the scoreboard, you see it on the scoreboard, and you're like, damn. So, we got a lot of guys that do some different things. CJ was big for us today. He knocked down some huge threes and got to the lane. It was really, really efficient. And big fella, Yves, he did a great job tonight. Rim running, blocking shots, finishing around the rim. He's going to be really good.
How does it change things offensively when you have, I guess, more of the pure point guard type and DeJounte out there?
Oh, I guess you just find space. You try to find openings. He's a open communicator, so I'm able to let him know where my reads are, where I'm open at, and he's receptive to information.
Was tonight a glimpse of how much Missi can help this team, going forward?
I hope so. It's a great night. Adrenaline is up, but I can't say that he puts in the same consistent work every single day, so I'm sure he will get better and better.
You had such a great camp. Coaches talked about it, teammates talked about it, and then you come out tonight and in season opener,
Yeah.
you put up the most points in your career in an opener. Did you feel good offensively? Did you feel like you had that? Not that it's been inconsistent for your game, but did you just feel good today on the offensive end? Just know that you could get to your spots.
Oh yeah, I felt free. My conditioning was not great today, but that was a plus for me because I felt like I just continued to push. I found my shots in the rhythm of the offense, and I just continue to stay aggressive. I'm sure my conditioning will get better, and I think I will be even more efficient in my play. But my teammates found me. I found some open threes. I got to the rim, got to the free throw line a little bit, and my offense just flowed.
And then also it just seemed like you guys were able to do so many of the things that you wanted to do on both ends of the floor, the things that you're trying to do. Do you also, as good and successful as it was tonight, what are the things you first walk away from and be like, before you even look at the film, you say, I know we need to do better at this?
Yeah, some of my timing on defense, some of my timing was off. We got lucky a few times with some deflections. Some closeouts from myself where I let Zach LaVine get a shot up and some shooters get hot. We was lucky that Kobe White wasn't on tonight shooting the three ball, and I think we got some great contests. But just the little details, just contesting shots, rebounding the basketball, and just being there for each other on the defensive side.
We know you're really good at operating in that elbow area, but the coaches got you down in the post a couple times on some mismatches closer to the rim. What do you like about that configuration?
Closer to the rim, some easier shots. I'm able to, shoot over some smaller defenders and move around some bigger defenders. So, me and Borrego been kind of working every day, and he's on me about posting low and not settling. So that was an example today. Well, a couple of examples today.
Yeah, just what's been the emphasis from Coach Borrego overall, just beyond the post and low?
Just staying strong down there, getting the shot that I want, taking my time, knowing the space, just some basketball terminology.
The coaches have also kind of talked about how they're encouraging you to become more of a rim and three guy. Just what's been that dialogue like, and what's been the adjustment for you? Because we know you're talented in the mid-range area as well.
Yeah, I guess the adjustment for me is just knowing when I'm settling and when I'm not. knowing that I'm great at the mid-range shot, but knowing when I'm letting the defense off the hook, extending the defense on the three-point line, taking open threes, sometimes threes when I got a shorter defender on me. Just kind of knowing the difference between me settling and me actually taking a good shot.
And speaking of that, you had a few pull-up threes just right off a high screen, just at the top of the key. That seemed to be like a very comfortable shot for you. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I mean, it's been comfortable for a long time. I just didn't do it, but something that I worked on in the summer, something that I want to continue to do, but it was open. And that's something that we looked at halftime and kind of saw.
Is it gratifying in any particular way to have a game won like this on the heels of the offseason speculation that maybe you were disengaged or disillusioned?
I mean, it's a great start. But my plan is just to be free every night. I guess attacking what matters and just being free and being there for my teammates every single night. We still want to win. We still want to get better every day. I want to get better every day. So just, knowing what matters and just attacking it. I think other stuff will handle itself.
And to get back to Yves, I think there was this impression that maybe he was just so raw that you didn't know how much you could rely on him to contribute valuable minutes at the time he was drafted. Do you think a night like tonight, how far does a night like tonight go towards changing that impression?
Yeah, it builds confidence as long as we continue to communicate with him and tell him what we want. I think he's receptive of information also. And like I said, he's consistent every day in his work, so I think he'll continue to get better. However, we have a lot of really, really good bigs in this league where it's not going to be, that easy every night, or maybe that's not the word, but, I think he'll continue to get better, and he definitely showed something tonight.
I know you don't show a lot of emotion, but you have a great relationship with the fans here in New Orleans. How did it feel tonight, getting both that ovation when the starting lineup was announced, and then when you left the game, again, they erupted for you?
Yeah.
With all the things that have gone on for you in your time in New Orleans, and it's just been so much. How does it feel to still have that relationship with the fans?
Yeah. I'll be honest, when I'm playing or when I'm trying to go into the game, I don't really notice a lot of that, but I really appreciate it, playing off of love, playing with people that's with you, that's with you and surrounded by love. It's always great. It always gives a good energy in the building, and, I'm thankful for it, for sure.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.